Sleek, silent, deadly. The F-22 Raptor isn't just another fighter jet. It's a ghost in the sky, a symbol of air dominance, and arguably the most advanced air-to-air combat platform the world has ever seen. This is the story of the Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor, America's first fifth-generation fighter. The story of the F-22 begins in the closing days of the Cold War. In the 1980s, the U.S. Air Force sought a next-generation air superiority fighter that could maintain a technological edge over rapidly advancing Soviet aircraft. This led to the Advanced Tactical Fighter (ATF) program, a competition between two prototypes, Lockheed's YF-22 and Northrop's YF-23. In 1991, after extensive testing, the YF-22 was declared the winner. Lockheed Martin, in collaboration with Boeing and General Dynamics, began development on what would become the F-22 Raptor, a fighter that blended stealth, supercruise, agility, and advanced avionics into a single airframe. What sets the F-22 apart? In short, everything. The Raptor can fly at Mach 1.8 without afterburners, a capability known as supercruise. That gives it the speed of older jets using less fuel and producing a smaller heat signature. It also features thrust vectoring nozzles, allowing it to outmaneuver any aircraft in the sky. Its stealth design makes it nearly invisible to radar, not just because of its shape, but because of radar-absorbent materials and internal weapon bays that keep its profile clean. And its sensor fusion is second to none, allowing the pilot to track, prioritize, and engage multiple targets well before being detected. It doesn't just fight enemies. It sees them first, kills them fast, and disappears before they even know what happened. The F-22 carries a mix of air-to-air and air-to-ground weapons, but make no mistake, it was built for air superiority. Inside its internal bays, it typically carries 6 AIM-120 AMRAAMs, radar-guided missiles with long-range precision, 2 AIM-9 Sidewinders, heat-seeking missiles for close-range dogfights, and a 20mm M61A2 Vulcan cannon, a 6-barrel rotary gun for when things get up close and personal. For ground attack roles, it can also carry JDAMs, precision-guided bombs, making it versatile when needed. Despite its incredible capabilities, the F-22 has had limited combat exposure. It first flew in 1997 and entered service in 2005, but by then, the U.S. was fighting insurgents and terrorists, not rival air forces. Still, it made its combat debut in 2014 over Syria, conducting precision strikes against ISIS targets. Pilots reported that the aircraft's sensors and stealth made it ideal for penetrating hostile airspace undetected and coordinating with other aircraft. The F-22 was designed for a war that hasn't happened yet, a fight for air superiority against peer or near-peer adversaries. And in that kind of war, the Raptor is a nightmare for the enemy. So why did the U.S. stop production at just 187 operational F-22s? The F-22 was built for high-end peer conflict, not for the counterinsurgency missions that dominated U.S. military operations in Iraq and Afghanistan. Most air missions in those theaters didn't involve enemy aircraft. So while the Raptor has unmatched air-to-air capabilities, it hasn't had many chances to prove itself in dogfights yet. And with a price tag around $150 million per jet, the F-22 became a tough sell. Politicians and military planners shifted focus toward multi-role fighters, like the cheaper, more versatile F-35 Lightning. Production officially ended in 2012, despite many in the Air Force arguing that more were needed to ensure air dominance for decades to come. Even with limited numbers, the F-22 remains the backbone of American air superiority. It's used to patrol strategic areas, escort high-value assets, and maintain a presence where America wants to send a message. It regularly trains against Allied aircraft, helping to improve tactics and keep pilots at the top of their game. And while newer jets like the F-35 have taken on more missions, nothing rivals the Raptor in pure air combat supremacy. The presence of F-22s in any conflict zone often changes the entire air calculus for an enemy, because going head-to-head with a Raptor usually ends one way. The F-22 Raptor was ahead of its time, and in many ways it still is. It was built not just as a fighter, but as a statement. Air superiority is non-negotiable. Fast, stealthy, lethal. The F-22 doesn't just fly, it dominates. And even decades after its first flight, it remains one of the most feared aircraft ever built. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the Raptor, make sure to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments, what aircraft should we cover next?